Good morning, everybody. Today is December 12th. It's 8:30 in the morning. We had a little snow yesterday. It did not stick in the ground. And it's 40 degrees today, and I'm wearing my heated gear to commute to work to see how well it works. I got everything set in medium settings to see how everything does. I got rid of the glove liners because when I put the winter gloves on, they are way too tight. So I ended up getting the Harley Davidson heated gloves. They're not bulky, they're perfect. They are very warm. So far, so good. I love wearing my heated gear. Now, you see how there are... Ooh, I saved that one. Oh! Oh! Ice. And I slow down to pass the ice, so I have to pay attention to those batches of ice. But I wanted to ride the motorcycle. Well, I didn't drop it, I saved it. I wanted to ride the motorcycle today. Ooh, that must have been a real sight to see from the back. Oh my goodness. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. You see, there are batches of ice all over the street. I passed one by the house and it was fine. I don't know what happened here because I did not accelerate to pass it, but I have to pay attention to that. Like I said, it's 36 degrees. It just got down 4 Fahrenheit, but it doesn't feel as cold as it did yesterday after it snowed. So, but now I know what it's like to slide on ice on the motorcycle. Gladly, as you can see, I did not drop it. I held on to it. If I was gonna fall, I was gonna fall with it. But that was an experience, man. I should have had my 360 camera on, which I'm gonna put on tonight. Hopefully there aren't a lot of ice batches on the road today. But that was scary for a moment. I mean, not at the actual, when it was happening, because all I wanted to do now was not fall from the bike. But like I said, this is the reason why I don't know if I should just winterize it and put it away, take the battery out and put a tender on the battery so the battery doesn't run out of juice, because for some reason, if I leave the bike standing, and I changed the battery when I had it fixed, but I noticed that every 2 days, if I don't turn it on, the battery will not respond, and it's a brand new battery. And I don't know if there is an electrical issue, because I've been having this issue for a few months now since I got the bike, and I've had to take it to the dealership one time, and then I grabbed the battery and took it to Advanced Auto Zone to get it juiced up, and it stayed overnight and it worked for a while. But now I'm starting to warm up the bike every day, because I feel that if I or every other day, because if I miss 2 days in a row, especially in this cold weather, the battery just will not start. And I don't know if that's a battery issue, or if anybody know what type of issue I should be looking at. Please leave it on the comments. So anyhow, I still cannot get over the fact that the bike slipped on ice. I saw it. I saw the ice, and I was going very slow, but both the front tire slipped first, and then the second tire slipped. But I accelerated because I knew that if I had accelerated, that the bike was just gonna pull through it. And like I said, I put both feet down, or tried to put both feet down, because I only got one down, for me, or for the bike not to fall. But these are the kind of experiences that I need to learn, because, if I plan to run the motorcycle when it's nice like this week is gonna be like this, a little cold but nice. It's not gonna snow, it's not gonna rain, and of course, I will not be riding the motorcycle when it snows, or when I know that there's a chance of snows. I'm not going to ride the motorcycle. And if it's dangerous for a car to sleep on ice, imagine how dangerous it would be to do it on a motorcycle. So I just had an experience. It wasn't a bad one, because I didn't fall off the bike, but it could have been. I just wish I had the 360 camera to see the whole thing. So we'll see how the streets are today. I'm pretty sure they're okay. It's just those little batches in the neighborhoods that, they don't get cleaned. They don't get any salt on them. But highways should be okay. Highways should be manageable. But like I said, I have to be extra careful and look ahead, because I have to skip all the ice patches that I can see. Now. But anyhow, so far with the heated gear, it's very warm. You see how there's a little, not ice, but there is water that hasn't dried up yet. That could be ice later on if the temperature drops. Like I said, it's 35 degrees right now. And this whole week is going to be a nice, crispy day. And I wanted to try, honestly, the heated gear to see how warm it gets, how well it does. With the wind factor and everything, because at the end of the day, what I want to avoid is the traffic on my right hand side, and I don't want to get to work late. I hate being late to work, but honestly, like I said, with the weather being so unpredictable nowadays, if it's going to rain or snow, the bike is gonna stay home. And if I see that winter this year, it's gonna be a bad winter. Not like the winter we had last year, which it snowed like maybe an inch every time it did. So it wasn't bad at all, but I hear that this winter is gonna be rough. And that's why I have my Jeep. To ride on the drive on the snow with no issue. It's 4x4, and it's one of those Gladiators. So but so far so good. I mean, the heated gear is just perfect. Like I said, I have the regular gloves, heated gloves, because I didn't want to get grips. You know, they're a little more expensive than the gloves, and they're just gonna warm the bottom of my head. And actually what I need warmed up are these fingers right here, the four fingers. That's when I need heated, the four fingers. And unfortunately the winter gloves that I have from Speedy, they're not winter gloves for, you know, cold weather like now, 37 degrees. It goes up to 41, then it drops to 30, what? I think it was 34, 35. So, but the gear, the socks, the pants, the jacket, and the gloves, ooh, see, what are they doing? I'm sure they're putting salt or what. But the sun is gonna melt everything. Hopefully, later on when it goes up at noon. No, they're gonna work at noon, and hopefully all those little ice patches that I saw, which I'm going to avoid when I come back. I'm gonna go through the little shopping center there to get home, because you can't see them at night, and that's an issue. So, and I don't know that if you go through them quickly or at a high rate of speed, if that's gonna make a difference. In any event, going slow through them is not a good idea. But like I said, what happens when you're riding a motorcycle is always an experience, and you learn from those experiences, and you move on as long as you don't get injured or you don't drop your bike. And you know, the motorcycles are replaceable, your life is not, and that's what's more important. And don't get me wrong, I do love my motorcycle, and I love the way I've made a lot of modifications and made it my own, and I've gotten ideas from some of my friends. Like I said, in danger situations, it's just better to leave it at home. But I did wanted to give it a shot today to see how, mostly because I wanted to try the heated gear. I wanted to see how good it was. I wanted to see how protective it was. If I was gonna suffer from being extremely cold, even though I had it on. And like I said, the gear does very well in cold weather. I mean, people have asked me, how can you ride your motorcycle when it's so cold? And I keep telling them, I wear heated gear. That's the only reason why I commute to work right now, because I bought heated gear, and now that I'm trying it, I think it's worth every penny that I've spent on it. Harley Davidson has it's an American brand and it has the correct sizing for, anybody. So buy your regular size. But with, Speedy doesn't have any heated gear, so I couldn't get it from them. And their sizing, it's not, I guess you say, correct. It's a little off. So if you buy, and I'm saying this because number one is true, and number two, it's I love the Italian made gear. It's very, very well made. I've tried other brands like Seduci and Revit. Revit, it's a nice brand, but they don't make bigger sizes, and that's the problem. I don't like to wear tight stuff. It's for me uncomfortable. I like to be able to stretch my legs if I'm riding a motorcycle, be able to stretch my arms and be comfortable in the 90-degree sitting position. So you have to get the correct gear. I do have to say that I got a pair of men's pants, riding pants for the summertime, because I wanted to try the brand. It's called Winx Wheel, WINX wheels, like the wheels from the motorcycle. And I got it in my size, regular size, but I would wear it men's clothing because, like I said, I do have junk in my trunk, and that prevents me from wearing a lot of women's pants. But Tommy Hilfiger does pants, jeans or whatever type of pants for my body type, and also Chatter Club, but those are just regular clothes, not motorcycling gear. So for me, motorcycling gear has to be, first of all, good quality. I initially bought a jacket